It's time for Rabbi Minkowicz's Weekly Torah Lesson, a place where life's most difficult questions are answered. Here with his spiritual perspective and insight, Rabbi Minkowicz.
Welcome to this week's Torah lesson. This week's Torah portion is Parsha Vayechi. The question of the week is, where do we find strength to deal with exile? So in this week's Torah portion, Parsha Vayechi, which is the last Torah portion of the first of the 5 books of Moses, the Torah finishes off and says, Chazak, Chazak, V'nis Chazak, which means we should find strength. Strength from what? From the Torah portion. What does it say at the end of the Torah portion? We're looking for strength. It says that Joseph dies, and he's buried in Egypt. So the Rebbe asked, what kind of strength do we get from the fact that Joseph has died and he's buried? And Rebbe explains, we know that the first book of Bereshit, is called, one of the names it has is the book of Yesharim, straight people. Why? Because the patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the tribes, they were straight, they were clear, they saw God, they knew God, and they didn't have to deal with exile, they didn't have to deal with challenges that we deal with today in Galut. The second book, Shemot, Exodus, is called the book of Geula, redemption, because it's going to be the redemption of the exile. So in other words, in the first book, in Genesis, in Bereshit, it's all about the patriarchs, the tribes, and they see light clearly. Once Shemot starts, that's when exile starts, and that brings about the Geula. So here is the transition. We're going from Yesharim, we see a clear picture, we see God and godliness, and we're going into exile. So we need strength for that. So the Torah tells us, where's the strength? To remember Joseph HaTzadik. And God says, even though the patriarchs were buried in Israel, Joseph is going to remain with you in Galut. And as long as you connect to Joseph, you will be able to overcome Galus and all of its challenges. So the answer to the question, how can we refine strength in Galut, is by connecting to the Tzaddik of your generation, and we will have strength to deal with anything and everything in Galut. This week's Torah lesson is in memory of Baruch ben Aryeh Leib and Shlomo ben Yosef. May their souls be elevated for the Torah that we're studying in their memory. Thanks so much for joining us for our weekly Torah lesson. For more information on Chabad, please see our website.